Hello there people, this is Bruce or nintenbruce, and this is my first vlog. Now, I'm only recording it because I'm bored out of my skull, so whether this is a one-off or there's more, then fair enough, but I thought I'd share my boredom with you guys. For those of you that don't know, I am without broadband and have been lately relying on my own devices, some other electronical equipment, but yes, the majority of it obviously without broadband. So let me tell you what's been going on, as well as the future and other things. So, being without broadband, what is it like? It is, oh my Jesus, it is. So, being without broadband, it's boring to say the least of it. There are certain chores to do around the house. I suppose I could mow the garden, but I don't really want to do that, that's boring. I want to play games. I bet you're thinking to yourself, Bruce, you've got an Xbox. Go play, what's the big issue? Well, half of it is due to my darling fiancée maybe hogging the telly for certain programmes such as Coronation Street, Emmerdale. Yeah, my days. How much rubbish happens in those streets. I just don't get what the appeal is really. Now, some of it is funny, you know, no doubt about it, but the drama and stuff and the constant goings on, I mean, some of those shows have been on for years and wow, so much rubbish happens in those streets. On that front, to try and occupy my time, I have been on my laptop. Now, being without the likes of YouTube, news on the internet and all sorts of other bits like that, I've been restricted to just playing games on there. So I've gone through my solitaire a lot, even Mahjong, yes, absolutely fantastic. And one saviour, Civilization 3 people, Civilization 3. Now the game is about 10 years old, but I think it stood up to the test of time pretty well. Yeah, there have been other ones out, but you know, desperate times call for desperate measures, and that has ticked me over. You know, it's had my mind thinking, you know, real-time strategy. I think that's what they call it anyway. But yeah, that has kept me going so far. Other than that, when I have been able to go on the Xbox, I've been playing Fable 3. Now, it's not like me to usually play new or even newish games, but you know, I've been playing that. My other half received it for her birthday, so I did the honourable thing and played it instead of her. Now, other than those two games, I would have been able to play my arcade games, which I so dearly love. I'm into, you know, Mario Brothers, Mega Man 2. I'm a proper old school gamer, me, and I love them. So, much to my dismay, when I turned it on, I found that a lot of the arcade games have been knocked out and have been put as trial versions, about 95% of them. Now, I've still got good old Hexic, don't get me wrong, but I would love a bit more variety than the original game it came with. Now, I don't know how I screwed up the whole digitally rights managed thing from Xbox.com, but it was a simple process. You just press a button, then you press something on your Xbox, and that was it, or so I thought. And now I, as you can see, can't play many arcade games at all. On that front as well, I think that has affected gaming for the normal 360 games. So the things that I'd love doing, like, you know, setting time trial scores, high scores, all that good stuff which made the old school games great, you can't do. Now, I'm not sure if it's just me, but there's no difference between today's gaming without broadband and the old school gaming, but it just doesn't feel the same regardless. Once you've had broadband, you just realise what you can do with that, you know, spread the joy throughout the world and everything, and I miss it. So I honestly think gaming, in a way, not only has evolved, but devolved to a certain degree, where without broadband, it's not a true gaming experience. Does anyone else feel the same? Perhaps it is just me. Maybe I'm from an older generation, and younger players now would have had broadband and the gaming would have been the same. And they'd look back and think, really, you just game like that? What a joke. Now, as for the future of the channel, I really want to spread my wings with that So obviously I'm coming to the end of my Yu-Gi-Oh walkthroughs, but I'll still be doing multiplayer on that. I'll be trying to do reviews, walkthroughs, Let's Play Blind, Let's Play with friends as well, because if you've watched the Doritos Crash Course videos, you'll know that could be quite hilarious. So I do want to expand this as a gaming channel, not just Yu-Gi-Oh! For those of you that are only interested in Yu-Gi-Oh! Feel free to remain subscribed if you want, but if you don't enjoy the videos, then I won't be offended if you leave. I only want people here that's going to enjoy the videos, which is a fair enough request. I don't expect people not to like my videos and still remain subscribed, so do what you fancy there. I'm also planning to take requests, so if you guys know of any games that I've got and want me to do something with that, then feel free to send me a message and I'll see what I can do for you. Now I'm not going to lie, I don't have the newest games out there. Fable 3 is the newest thing, to be honest with you, and I'm not going to be spending £40 or £50 on a game just so I can do a review on it. As much as I would love to be having all those brand new lovely games, I do have a house to maintain, and I would be preferring to sleep under a roof rather than a lot of green cases. So I'm sure you guys can understand that. So with all those goings on, I shall see you guys again soon. Take care.